Now, this video is related to a newly created workshop, Implement Reactive Endpoints with Java, Quarkus, Microprofile, and deploy the entire example to Red Hat OpenShift. By the way, the link to this workshop you find in the description below. The source code of the project itself is open sourced in the Cloud Native Starter project. You maybe already know that's related to microservices. That's video number 5. Now we are in exercise 7, distributed logging, the optional lab. When you have microservices based applications, you have a lot of application instances that create logs, and you want to inspect them because you want to ensure that does something went wrong and all this stuff, and not take a look in each of these applications. So that is the reason that you need a solution for distributed logging. There are already solutions out there you can install directly, for example, on the clusters, like in Kubernetes or in OpenShift. Yes, you can do that. But the important thing is that you want really to inspect the logs. You want to filter on information, you want to analyze, and you want also to create, for example, maybe alerts. And when with the solutions you install here, you have ownership. What you also can do when you use logging as a service, like you can also do in IBM Cloud, you can instantiate a service which does all these stuff for you, and you do not have to take care of the rest. You can focus on the functionality you want to use. So the IBM Log Analysis with LogDNA provides a solution, and we will instantiate that solution on IBM Cloud in that lab. So then we will go to invoke the article service from outside, from the Cloud Shell, as you remember. And then we will inspect the calls inside our LogDNA analysis. So that is what we are going to do. And first we will create the service, and then we will configure them, and then we will use it. This is very easy. Let's start. For that, ensure that you are in your own account and not in the provided lab account. So with the Red Hat OpenShift instance. So that's my account here. So I create now a service for that. The easiest way to find this is going to the observability. And you can see here there's a logging. And with that logging, you can directly here create an instance or put it from here. So you can see descriptions, the features are described once more. And here you use a light account. It's free of charge, nothing to pay, and you can enhance them if you want. I changed the name a little bit because I like to have names with a prefix or postfix. I call it reactive for better search if I have a lot of services inside my cloud. Call it reactive here. Okay, that's all, and then I will create this. It is very easy to configure. When we created the logging service here, it's done. We can configure the log sources, and as you can see, you can have Kubernetes clusters, you can have OpenShift, and different systems, so that you have really a single point of entry to different clusters and systems at least. You can configure very easily. And what we will do now, we will configure it to observe for sure our own cluster, and with that we need to log on our cluster. I use the Cloud Shell here once more in our lab, our exercise here. I instantiate it, and then I have to log on to my cluster in a Cloud Shell, as you remember from the previous exercises. And it's very easy. I display the token, copy the token, up, and insert it. Now here, clear, and here. So insert. Okay, this is our logon, and now we're going to configure it, and we can really easy just copy and paste the commands. So it creates a project created, then next step, an account for that. So that's a good and easy configuration. So we do not have to really to know what all is done here. Okay. So with that, we have to wait a little bit here, so until everything is running on our OpenShift cluster. So, and then we can just go to our Cloud Shell, and then we're going to create a watch, like I said, because now we want to invoke the existing article service frequently. So we do create a watch for that here. So now it invokes frequently the, and now we're going back to our logging instance, viewing the dashboard. So that's the LogDNA. So it runs. And then we are going to inspect. Yeah, you can see here already there are the different logs here from what all is happening, and then we going just to filter on the get articles reactive. So yeah, you can see here now it comes, and we immediately can also save our view so that we can access the view later, and that I call it in that case yeah. Okay, and that's all. So now we have saved it. There are a lot of different other possibilities there, but that's not in scope in that workshop, in that exercise. We really only want to show you how easy it is to set up, and then play around with the capabilities which are out of the box there for free. Okay, this was the last video, and I hope it was useful for you, and thanks for watching.